Henry Fonda, Claudia Cardinale and Charles Bronson head the cast of Once Upon a Time in the West, tonight's epic movie starting in a few minutes, right after the news headlines.
They say it's the early bird that catches the worm, and if you're looking for a job, you can't start much earlier than Jobfinder. You can see it on Central early morning each weekday, and it has the early morning news about jobs and training. Whatever job you're looking for, switch on to Central and early morning Jobfinder. It could be just the job for you.
If you've had enough of renting and buying outright concerns you, Rumbelows option 3. Seems sensible, doesn't it?
Lynx, the all-over body spray for men that's hard to top. Lynx, because first impressions last.
Some things in life suit each other perfectly. Then again, some things don't. It's the same with life insurance. But with over 120 companies to choose from, how do you get an unbiased opinion on which policy suits you? Simple. From now on, ask for independent financial advice, because the right life insurance policy can be a man's best friend.
It's always the quiet ones you have to watch out for. Understated. Low profile. But frequently more powerful than they appear. That's the Orion, a bit of a dark horse.
The ultimate sleep system from Silentnight has a revolutionary spring system in the mattress and the base. A unique combination giving more support where your body needs it most. And no matter how heavy your partner, no roll together. So why buy an ordinary bed when you can have the ultimate sleep system from Silentnight?
Is work taking up so much time that, on reflection, life would be easier if you'd married the boss? Then perhaps you should talk to us at British Telecom about how you can save time at work. We've thousands of time-saving products and services to offer. For a copy of British Telecom's guide to saving time at work, call us free on 0800 800 888. It's you we answer to.
Auf Wiedersehen, pet. Barry and the lads are about to learn the score.
Choked on the pressure. Now, let's see. Do you want double eight? And I want...
290.
Never. I think you better leave him. I think Mac's getting the needle.
I only get the needle when I drink.
Which courage you mean?
Oh, nice shot, buddy. 1 to 5, 1 to 4, and 1 to 1.
Thursday fun at 7:30 on Central.
A Which survey says people are getting a worse deal now from Telecom since it was privatised, with more wrong numbers and more bad lines. The magazine says it won't get better till there's more competition.
The Which report finds fault with just about every aspect of British Telecom. Their record, they say, has been a big disappointment. Compared to Which's last survey taken 5 years ago, there are more wrong numbers, 1 in 36 calls just doesn't get through, more bad lines, 1 in 10 calls has a faint or crackly line, and repairs and installations take longer, only 1 in 10 customers manages to get installed within a week. Which says British Telecom is still a virtual monopoly. That's the cause of the trouble, and increased competition will lead to a better service. Telecom admit performance was hit by the October storm, but since then they say service has improved dramatically.
Hope is now fading for 41 miners trapped underground after an explosion at Borken in West Germany.
A build-up of methane gas was blamed for the explosion, the thick clouds of fumes pouring out from the fractured mine shaft. Although rescue workers arrived quickly from nearby mines, the conditions underground drove them back. The methane level in the lower galleries was 4 times the lethal dose. Throughout the long afternoon, families of the missing men gathered quietly at the pit head. By late afternoon, more than 200 rescue workers had gathered at the mine shaft, their efforts to reach the men hampered by a further cave-in at the mine entrance.
President Reagan arrives in Britain later today to brief Mrs. Thatcher on the Moscow summit. Last night, he and Mrs. Reagan took a final stroll in Red Square. The Soviet leader, Mr. Gorbachev, who took the Reagans to see the ballet yesterday, said they could have achieved more during their talks. Lester Piggott is the hero of the derby again, after giving advice to the winner, Ray Cochrane, on Kayasi from his prison cell.
And he said just let him kick him out the gate and let him bowl up there with him to the turn, you know. Which duly got me a nice position in behind Willie Carson, so it did, which I sort of held most of the way through the race. It's always nice to have advice of people that, you know, have been there and would what 8-10 derby winners.
And that's all from this bulletin. I'll be back a little later and look forward to seeing you then.
You're watching Central and Once Upon a Time in the West.